Hello. So this is the first of hopefully many videos to come. I've got a playlist, so to speak, on Instagram that started out as a grail list of knives I eventually wanted to get, and I guess it still could be that, but there are so many different knives in this playlist. I don't even know if you would call it a playlist, but just saved videos, and I wanted to share it and show people different makers that you may have never heard of. A lot of these makers I'm sure you will have heard of, but a lot of them I'm gonna guess y'all, like me, have never heard of before. So first, that was Ruben's Titanium Tool. I've got plenty of videos on Ruben's Titanium Tool. That was the new R2, which is yet to have been sold yet. But anyway, the next one that you're seeing here, this is a guy named Bouvier. I'm not even really sure how to pronounce that, but this is just one of the knives that is in my playlist that I came across on Instagram, and just an absolutely phenomenal maker. I mean, from what I can tell, it really doesn't get, I mean, this is pretty much a 10 out of 10 knife. I mean, the action, 10 out of 10. We've got a full mirror polished Damasteel. It looks like some super fancy pivot collar and inlay material. Just extremely nice. Definitely check out these makers and see other knives that they've made. Next here, we've got a company called Rosie's Rippers, which I've heard about for a long time, but this particular Rosie Ripper I saw, and I was like, man, these are actually really nice. So because this was in my playlist, I figured I'd share it. Rosie Ripper is kind of a weird name considering we have the Rosie knife or the Oz Roosevelt, but this particular Rosie Ripper, I guess these are called Reapers. Just really nice, very well made, 10 out of 10 action. Next, we've got Edgar Cole. Edgar Cole makes some of the nicest knives that I maybe have ever seen. The only person that I know of that I have seen that owns them is Rob's Nerdy Knives. You can go to Rob's Nerdy Knives channel and see him talk about these in depth, but these are just another 10 out of 10, as nice can get custom knife. These are also on washers, I'd like to add. Next, we've got LaForge. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, but just another maker that came across my feed that I saved, and I think this guy is definitely not in America, just like the first maker I showed off after Ruben. Ruben was kind of just an intro, but that guy is not an American knife maker, and this guy too, I'm not sure where he's from, but these are just super dope. Next, we've got Freeman Knives. These are pretty dope. I don't really know much about them, but just a pretty cool maker. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this guy because I just don't know much, but yeah, these are pretty nice. This is the Harley. We can see he had 2 of these available that he sold pretty quickly. Really neat Damascus blade and back spacers. I really love when makers do a studded version and a thumb hole version. HMC does that, which I think is super neat. I wish more makers would do that, offer both. Next, we've got GTC. We will definitely see more of GTC in this series, but GTC is one of the nicest knife makers on the planet. All of his knives are totally handmade. This particular knife is called the Dewey, and this is a dagger knife that is... You can operate this on either side. As you can see, he will open and close it from either side. You've got a lock bar on both sides, which is something I've never seen anybody do in the history of my 4.5 to 5 year knife addiction. Amazing work. This next guy is Jonas Iglesias. JI Knives. He makes arguably some of the nicest knives on the planet. This particular knife is something fairly recent that he did. The only way you're getting one of Jonas Iglesias' knives is at a show. I don't think he even takes orders. Same with Gus from GTC. I don't think you can make an order for a GTC custom, but Jonas Iglesias knives are 10 out of 10 nice. You don't even hardly see these very much because they're so freaking rare. Just absolutely amazing knives. I really love his blade shapes that he does. I really love the pivots that he does. His pivots all have that really unique star in the middle. I think it's MOP. MOP stands for mother of pearl, but his knives are just 10 out of 10 amazing. I've never handled one just because, I mean, there's so few of these in the world. These are handmade. 10 out of 10 nice.